This house had a basement, but every night at 2:13 a.m., the staircase got longer. Nobody in Cedar Falls talks about House 47 anymore, not after what was discovered under it. But the strange part is, the house was inspected dozens of times, and the basement was never there before. Until one night, when someone opened the wrong door. It started with a man named Ethan Walker. Ethan had just moved to Cedar Falls, a quiet town in the Midwest. Tree-lined streets, old wooden houses, friendly neighbors, the kind of place where nothing strange ever happens. Or at least, that's what people believed. Ethan bought House 47 because it was cheap, suspiciously cheap. The real estate agent said the previous owner moved suddenly, left everything behind, furniture, books, even photos on the wall. But Ethan didn't mind. He liked the idea of a furnished house. The first night felt normal, quiet, peaceful, almost too quiet. Around 2:13 a.m., Ethan woke up suddenly, not because of a sound, but because of a feeling, like someone was watching him. He sat up in bed. The house was completely silent. Then he heard something, a faint knock, 3 slow taps. From downstairs, Ethan grabbed his phone and walked into the hallway. The house was dark. The air felt colder than before. He slowly walked down the stairs. The knocking stopped, but something else replaced it. A soft scratching sound, like fingernails dragging across wood. It was coming from the kitchen. Ethan stepped inside. The scratching stopped instantly. Nothing looked out of place, except for one thing. The basement door. It was open. Ethan frowned. He clearly remembered closing it earlier. He walked closer. Cold air drifted up from the dark stairwell. But something was strange. The basement stairs looked different, longer than they should be, much longer. The staircase seemed to stretch into darkness, like it never ended. Ethan turned on his phone flashlight. The light barely reached the bottom, and then he noticed something disturbing. The walls of the staircase were covered in scratches, thousands of them, deep claw marks carved into the wood, like something had tried desperately to climb out. Ethan stepped down one stair, then another. Each step creaked loudly. The air grew colder and colder. Then he heard a whisper, soft, broken, almost human. "Don't come down." Ethan froze. His heart pounded in his chest. The whisper came again, this time closer. "Please don't." Ethan rushed back upstairs and slammed the basement door shut. The whisper stopped immediately. He told himself it was nothing, just pipes, old house noises. But the next morning, the basement door was open again, and the staircase was longer. 3 more steps had appeared overnight. Ethan counted them carefully. They weren't there before. He started asking neighbors about the house. Most avoided the question. Others changed the subject. Until one old man finally spoke. "You bought the Walker house?" Ethan nodded. The man's face went pale. "That basement wasn't built by people." Ethan laughed nervously. "What does that mean?" The old man leaned closer. "They dug too deep." Ethan asked who dug it, but the man simply shook his head. "You'll hear them soon." That night, Ethan locked the basement door. He even pushed a chair against it. At 2:13 a.m., the knocking started again. 3 taps. Slow, deliberate. Then the whisper returned. "Please don't open it." But another voice followed. A deeper voice. A voice that sounded wrong. Cold. Hungry. "Open the door." The chair slid across the floor. The basement door creaked open by itself. Ethan watched in horror. The staircase was even longer now, and something was climbing up. Slowly, step by step. The whispering voice screamed, "Run!" Ethan ran out of the house and never returned. Police searched the property the next day, but they found something impossible. The basement was gone, completely gone. Just a solid concrete floor. No stairs, no door, no scratches, nothing. They thought Ethan had imagined it, until the new owner moved in. 3 weeks later, at 2:13 a.m., the police received a call. A terrified voice whispering into the phone, "There's a staircase in my kitchen." The call ended with a scream. When officers arrived, the house was empty, but they found something strange on the kitchen floor. 3 deep scratches, right where the basement door used to be. And if you ever drive through Cedar Falls at night, you might see House 47 sitting quietly at the end of the street. The windows dark, the porch empty. But sometimes, at exactly 2:13 a.m., neighbors say they hear knocking. 3 slow taps, coming from under the floor, and a voice whispering from below, "Please don't open the door, because something down there is still trying to come up." Subscribe if you're brave enough for the next story.